You're all dirty and dusty, Chris.
I should go blow off.
I'm all dirty and dusty
Maybe
too.
it'll look like I actually did some work.
I'm just gonna roll with it, dude. I think. Oh, my hair. I think I turned the air compressor off.
Put 2 extra beers in here with a cold.
Okay. We're going right now, so yeah. So if you want to know about that, thank you. Thank you.
I got you an extra one too.
Oh, so there's something in there?
Yeah, I put there's a frozen water
Did-
bottle.
I think I turned the air compressor off, but I don't know.
I thought you did. I saw you do it.
Did I turn the
thought that
dial though?
took a lot of the fun out of it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's just go for it. What are you now? Where are you going?
I don't want to look like an old man.
I don't want to look like an old man. An old guy. All right. I wore the wrong shirt today.
Well, did you?
No. I
I
think
think people know who we are.
I'm pretty sure they have an idea, huh?
I super glued my finger to a guitar today.
Which a good
Actually, that's just almost good.
Okay.
Or type bond.
Oh, I got type bond all over me. Hey everybody, this is Matt and we're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for watching our Thursday primetime guitar 1 hour live stream where we are Lucky Pierre sandwiched tastefully in between Ike and the guys from Flipside Music, the great American guitar store, and Dylan and his lovely wife Leslie from Dylan Talks Tone, Dylan Pickups. They also have like
The Dylan and Leslie show.
the Dylan and Leslie show. Dun, 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 dun.
They
Yeah.
actually do have a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
called
yeah.
Dylan and Leslie.
Oh, okay. The Dylan and Leslie show.
That's the
Okay. So it's time for the Matt and Chris show, though.
Uh-huh.
Dylan thought this was the Dylan show.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the Matt and Chris show.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I urge you guys to hang around for Dylan's deal. And Chris, how are you tonight?
I'm good. One of my favorite things is that people don't like when Dylan does his show from here
Why not?
because I don't know,
Oh.
but apparently that's a thing
Well,
because they think you talk too much. I know you talk too
yeah,
much.
I do.
Actually, you talk the right amount.
Well, yeah.
But-
I don't like
but
to have
anyway.
dead air.
No, I know you don't like to have dead air.
Dead air to me is kind of a bummer because I like to listen to shows like this
Mhm,
while like driving or doing something where I'm not watching the thing.
mhm. Oh, okay.
So if if there's a sight gag, I can't see it. So I think that
Okay.
any kind of like I would consider this to be like a podcast. And anytime there's
Uh-huh.
dead air on a podcast,
Yeah.
it's not very cool. So
Yeah,
anyhow,
yeah. And the other funny thing that somebody said that it was really fascinating to watch the live stream live in the shop.
oh okay.
And they wondered if you had like notes and things like that. And I was like,
Oh no,
no. This is just straight off the top of Matt's head.
just riffing,
stream of consciousness.
That's
pretty
right.
Much.
ready
So,
to go.
yeah, there are no notes down here.
Nope, there are
Nothing.
none. There are
Nope,
none.
Nope. And Matt starts talking, and the next thing you know, an hour later, and you have to go. It's time to go, Matt.
Time to go,
Yeah,
man.
the best thing ever is that Dylan has a show that starts right at 6.
So we don't go long. Yeah.
Yeah, because that used to be the thing. Yeah. Oh, well, let's just talk a few more minutes, and then the next thing you know, it was quarter after.
Yeah.
So.
So I'm calling tonight's episode
Mhm.
Audience Appreciation Week because I got an email from our good friend Bobby Dill,
Mhm.
and he celebrated his a birthday yesterday.
Oh, good.
And he said, made it through another one. And my wife got me this shirt, which you've seen if you've seen the thumbnail for tonight's program.
Mhm.
And it says Lil Bobby D,
Yeah.
which when we were laying out his fretboard for his Flying V build that we are doing, we were thinking of all the things that it could say besides Bobby Dill.
Mhm.
And one of
Yeah,
them
because
was,
I had it all laid out for the CNC to cut it,
yeah.
and it didn't say Bobby Dill.
Oh, that's
It was
right.
like Bob, and then I moved some stuff around,
Mhm.
and and then it all came out, and we had all these letters, and we just
Mhm.
sort of scrabbled it together with everything, and the final one was
Lil Bobby Dill.
Lil Bobby D, and we
Oh,
used the,
Lil Bobby D. Yeah,
Lil
that's
Bobby
right.
D, and we used the apostrophe, which was really the center of the O
Yeah.
for the Lil. and laid it out on the fretboard,
Yeah.
and took a picture and sent
and
it
sent it
to
to him because it looked kind of like that's how we'd inlaid it, but that we had.
Yeah. And we're like, it's not too late.
Not too late if you want to say Lil Bobby D. So he thought he got a large charge out of that, and he must have told his wife because she had a
She showed
shirt
it to
made for him.
and she said, "Oh hell no!" And then now he's got a shirt, which I guess is better than a guitar. But yeah.
Hey, look, Bobby Dill is here with us tonight. Okay, good. We knew he'd be here, but yeah. So guys,
Bobby, I can't imagine that he wasn't a little Bobby D at some point in his life.
like remember when Stevie Wonder was on like one of those Annette and
Oh yeah.
he was little Stevie
Little
Wonder,
Stevie
or was he
Wonder.
little Stevie
He was
Wonder?
Little Stevie
Okay,
Wonder,
yeah.
Yeah.
Same idea, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they had little Anthony too.
But anyway, happy birthday to our buddy Bobby Dill.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have a birthday coming up, happy birthday to you.
Get a hold of Bobby D.
I have a
and
birthday
maybe,
coming up too.
His wife will make you a shirt that says something goofy.
Do you know that if Bobby Dill's birthday was yesterday, which I think it was, he has the same birthday as Colonel Robert K. Brown, publisher of Soldier of Fortune magazine.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Yeah, just a little bit of a little
What are the
something to
chances
know
of
about.
that?
Probably good.
1 in 364. I think.
That's right. It's got to be
Doesn't
right
seem-
around
doesn't seem all that
Valentine's
difficult,
Day.
yeah.
9 months ago, it was
yeah,
probably
it's one of my
Valentine's
favorite
Day.
games to
Yeah.
play, yeah.
When did your mom and dad hook up? That's a
Yeah.
good game to play.
And did they tell stories of you being early? Approximately how early was I?
So anyway,
I was 8 months early. I got married, and a month later, there I was.
So it's Bobby Dill's birthday month. It's actually my birthday month.
It is
too.
your birthday month. Yeah, we've done nothing for your birthday month.
No, I don't really have any grand designs for my birthday month.
We're gonna fire up the spanking machine.
I
next
hope
week
not.
during
I thought we
class.
got rid of
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, 6, 7, 8 guys maybe. We'll see if we can do it when Dylan's here and
Sure.
Jay's
Yeah.
here.
And I bet you Brian Duncan will show up.
Brian Duncan will show up. Yeah, we can really get a spanking machine going.
Look at this. Here we got a
That's
super
not
chat
weird for
already
a
from
adult
Brian
man.
Duncan, who says, "Happy birthday, Bobby," and a shot for Matt's birthday coming up. God bless you, Brian. I know for a fact this next week is going to be wild and ruckus. And we've got like people who've been out here a bunch of times before, some guys who've never been out here.
We've got the leaders of the pack.
JJJ is going to come by the shop. I
Uh-huh.
know for a fact Brian Duncan's going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan McCurchie's coming back. It's going to be a wildly good time in the shop this week. We're all doing fabric tops, and the guys sent us their fabric, and the fabric's already glued down and sealed. One round of sealer. And then how is this even going to work?
No clue.
All right, you
Shoot
have
from the hip.
You have to have a clue, Holmes, because
Um,
you're kind of taking point on a
gonna
lot
be
of this stuff.
It's going to be fine and dandy. Luckily, everybody's making fairly easy guitars.
That's right.
We've pre-cut them out a little bit,
So hold on. So everyone's making either a Strat
Mhm.
or a Tele,
including us.
including us.
I think
Everyone's
2 of the
getting
Strats
everybody got to
are
pick their own
hardtail
fabric.
Strats, which are infinitely easier.
Yeah, I don't know if Trevor's doing a hardtail or a
I don't know
trim.
either.
I guess we'll
Doesn't
find
really
out.
matter. But at that point, there's several teles, which are,
Yeah.
as everybody knows, the easiest guitar to do.
So
The least amount of
Yeah.
work.
everybody's winding pickups.
Mhm.
Actually, Rod is not winding pickups, but he's letting JJ. He's paying for Jimmy to come in
Donated
and
that
wind
portion.
some pickups.
To JJJ, who's
Um,
going to come by and wind pickups.
Yeah, which is super cool.
Mhm.
So, and then they're all painting and assembling, and I know
Yeah.
this crew.
Uh-huh.
I'm betting you that come 5:00, it's going to be sloppy in here every night. I know for a fact. These
Uh-huh.
guys are hard partiers.
Doug Santinello, every day at, this is my prediction.
Okay.
Every day at 3, it's going to say, well, I'm done with power tools. And he's going to wander over to the bar, which is the top shelf. Of
Which is full of booze that Doug bought.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. He's gonna be, I can't believe you guys haven't finished this. It's really not, there's not that
Believe
much
it,
stuff
'cause
up
it's
there.
true.
But anyway, Yeah, he'll probably bring some. Doug brings some.
And Brian will bring some,
Brian
and Jim will bring some.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
and,
for a fact.
Then he'll sit down and yeah, just start BSing and yeah, and then everybody will slowly join him.
Brian, yes, that is this week coming up, and you will want to be here for that.
Mhm.
But you know, and that's why I wanted to do a audience appreciation night,
Yeah.
because we have absolutely the best audience of any guitar channel on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
bar none.
Yeah.
Because and do you know why I say that, Chris? Not because everybody else sucks, but because everybody here kind of knows each, like they've actually met. They hang out.
That's one of the coolest parts of it is, yeah. And it's like the comments, it's
Mhm.
really, they're not paying attention to us.
Mm-mm.
They're just chatting amongst themselves and
Yeah.
catching up
Yeah.
with each other. And yeah, there's so many people in the comment section that have met, you know, all these people and become friends with all these people. It's really cool.
And guys come out here to, so like our friend Dominic came by on Tuesday or Wednesday. Tuesday. And he hung out with us for a while. He came by after
Wednesday?
Yeah, no, Thursday.
So
yeah,
Tuesday.
So he come by on Tuesday, and so he came by. He came from New York. He was in for a conference or something, and he's like,
does the science.
Yeah, he does the science. Yeah, and he's like, hey guys, I want to come by the shop. Cool. So he came by the shop, but that's not unheard of. Lil Bobby D comes by. He'll just like show up one day, and it's awesome to see him.
Short
and
7-hour drive for him. So.
Well, yeah, like he's got some family out here though, right? I think so.
Maybe.
But like it's not unheard of for like Jim Jimmy to just pop in, Brian Duncan pop in.
Yeah, they just show up.
You know, and people who've never come to workshops come by. Usually they come by and then they see how neat it is and they go, I got to come back for a workshop, and then they do.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who comes to a workshop, they're all like, I can't wait to come back for another one.
Mm-hmm.
And guys come back, they've been out here and they're driving through town. Daryl Hazelwood's come by.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Brad Hutchings just comes to the parties. We had that, we had the Great American Guitar Building Contest, and people just came to hang out. It was great. And it's like, it really is
You mean the GAGBC?
Yeah, the same. It is something that I don't think you get with other channels and shops. Like I don't think we have something very special. I don't think you find it so easily.
Right.
So yeah. So thank you to all of you guys who have made us have given us the opportunity to hang out and goof around and make guitars with you guys. And I was going to say, make us independently wealthy. That's not true, but yeah, Chris is, but yeah. But it is very, very excellent of you guys to do so. All right. So anyway, so Chris, tell them what we're going to be making next week, along with everybody else.
So we're going to make a telly, fabric top telly. As it stands right now, I think 2 P90s, cut down strap bridge or telly bridge, upside down maple on maple neck.
Okay. Yep. That's right.
What else? That's it.
So, but there's it's got a half telly bridge, right? A cut off telly bridge.
Cut down telly bridge.
What's the big idea with that?
I know what you're talking about. You know, it's that whole G.E. Smith thing. I think that was the first time I ever heard of it, and I've heard it called the G.E. Smith bridge.
Now you said, why don't we do a telly pickup in the bridge and a P90 in the neck? And I said, well, we don't have the right bridge. And you said,
let's just hard mount the telly pickup in the telly hole. In the pickup hole.
So a pickup smaller?
No, it fits really, really well.
Just snug it right in there.
Yep, looks fantastic.
Okay. All right.
Super hot rod. It's like taking the fenders off.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, cool.
Actually, I think that and
like
so
taking
one
the
of
fenders.
One of the reasons that I first did it on a telly was because I hate that lip all the way around it. This was a long time ago when you couldn't just hop on Amazon and buy a bridge that didn't have that dumb lip. So I start playing the lip because I think it's the low E string, and it's not. It's the lip.
Yeah.
So
lip.
Anyway, so
the low
bought
E string.
You could buy a cut off Wilkinson GE Smith bridge, and I did it, and I thought it looked, kind of custom-y and kind of cool.
Okay.
So,
all right.
But whatever.
Well, what do you guys think? Guitar by committee. Let's hear what you guys have to say. Yeah. What do y'all think? So we were stuck. Oh, are we back in action now? Okay. Sorry guys, if we're back. I forget where. I was really thirsty, sir. So anyway, hey, Richard Ryan is here. Several different trick-or-treaters commented about how cool they thought my TTG guitar looked. Richard Ryan has Pat's wife.
It must have been in the background.
Yeah. Which he said thought was wild because they were all about 11 years old. So yeah.
There you go.
SS wants to know, did I just time travel? No, sir, you did not, but you're about to this weekend. Chris, are you going to do any time traveling this weekend?
No, I think I'll sleep right through it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to know, is it possible to do like a time travel special this weekend? Like 2:00 on Sunday morning, and then you all automatically go back an hour. You get to you think of all the stuff you could do.
Maybe you could make a 2-hour video that only takes an hour to watch.
Yeah, maybe.
Is that
time travel special? I think I maybe we should have like a 1-hour sale, time travel sale.
Yeah, during the
No, it would be like, oh, you know what though, that would be bad because then people would like click on buy and then like retract their order. Their order wouldn't like work anymore.
Yeah, and I think it changes in different time zones.
Yeah,
it doesn't change.
Okay,
11 Eastern, 1 Pacific, or 2 Pacific.
All right. Well, so belay that.
Out.
We shall not be having a time travel sale this weekend. But let me tell you about something that is coming up.
Okay.
We will be having, against Chris's better judgment, right? You did not want to do this.
No, I wanted to get going on
say no.
Oh yeah, it's the dumbest idea I've ever heard.
Chris did not want to do this, but we will be having a Black Friday sale this year.
The biggest Black Friday sale we've ever had.
Quite possibly the biggest Black Friday sale we've ever had.
Remember the one we had a couple years ago?
That was nothing. That was baby shit compared to this one.
To what these dudes are doing.
and here's why. Because we have to fix the heater on the roof. So in Colorado, on our lease, if something goes wrong with any of the equipment, we're on the hook for it. So we have to pay for the heater repair for our on-the-roof heating module for the wood shop, which is just a cost of doing business and one I would rather not have, but we have to pay for it somehow. And we thought, what better way to do that than with a mega huge Black Friday sale. Now it's only going to be on Black Friday. That's it. Which you did not think that was a good idea.
I think just get it going, but give people a chance. There's going to be a lot of stuff. It's going to take a minute.
Let's see what Bobby Dale has to say. 1 hour shorter trip to Texas. Thank you. That's right.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just start driving at like 11 p.m.
Yeah. Lefty O says 2 a.m. Sunday, we get 1960s prices for a TTG guitar. That would be pretty cool since I wasn't even born until 1970. So
who said that?
Lefty.
Yeah. That sounds like 60s prices. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so
I think they are 60s prices if you compare by inflation and such.
Sure, if you take into account inflation, outflation. I don't know.
Deflation.
There's an inseam. Is there an outseam? Like on the outside of your pants?
Yeah, I don't believe so.
I don't think so either.
What's your inseam? I don't know. What's your outseam?
Yeah, what's your outseam?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Seems fairly personal.
Seems awfully personal. If you have to get where you have to get to measure it,
Yeah.
So,
That's
guys,
the way they do it.
So Mike Turner says, "Hi Matt, you and Chris, happy meal to you. Thanks for your videos. Great greets from Australia." Well, thank you, Mike. That's very kind of you.
So say it properly.
Greets from Australia, mate. I don't. Is that how I was probably terrible? Yeah.
No, just every time you have to think of Australian, think Mad Max, Road Warrior.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. 2 days ago. Thanks for all the videos, mate.
Matt and Chris, happy meal to you.
Yeah.
What a puny show. Yeah. We're losing views. So I don't know what's going on. We must be losing people. We're dying a little bit. But you know what? I'm having a good time with you guys. And here we go. We're back in action. Richard Ryan says the translucent back of my guitar is really cool. Very Halloween-y. Don't be a Halloween-y.
No.
Yeah. So, okay, Chris. So what else should we talk about today? We talked about the I think this is your hair.
I guarantee it's not.
So
it came out of my nose.
Yeah. What else is going on? I need to send out an email to everybody who bought a Challenger X because I've got updates on the Challenger X. I need to send out an email to everybody who bought a JJJ Challenger Deluxe because those are moving forward super fast, and I want to let everybody know where those are. The shop is a catastrophe, and I think Brandon is going to do nothing but cleaning tomorrow. Excuse me. I should keep drinking. It's a madhouse here, and it's gonna be zany for the rest of the year, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Did you see how many drills it takes to build a guitar? When you have a drill for every task?
8. Wow.
8 cordless drills.
7. I'm sorry, 7. There's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was way off.
Yeah. Now some of them I haven't used, except for one little thing.
Okay.
But it's awfully nice to have that many drills.
Yeah. All right. So we're back in action with customer audience appreciation. Guys, if you have any questions for us about guitar building or guitar repair or, just what it's like to run a business in Colorado where it's snowing right now. It's a lot of laughs.
When are they going to do the heat? Who knows?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Maybe.
So let's talk a little bit about that. It's funny how there's things that come up when you run a business that you just don't, I'm starting to get an idea.
Yeah.
It's this weird crap that by the way, here's a giant bill for a piece of machinery that's not yours, but you have to fix because you're occupying this space. I'm kind of bummed out by that, but you know what? It's going to be fine.
Yeah. And the unit, because we got up on the roof today, was manufactured in 2018.
Yeah.
So it was installed
2018,
2019. I don't remember the month, but it's 4 years old and it's already got a bad who's a jigget.
Yeah.
And it's and we didn't spec that one. Apparently they don't even make that one anymore. And what if we fix it and move out?
Because I think our lease is technically up April.
Yeah,
or
probably.
So yeah.
But yeah, it's so somebody else gets to piggyback off of our hardship on the furnace.
Yeah, it's kind of
move out. They don't go, oh well, that cost me blah 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 and and deduct and here's $500 back.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer, and I'm really looking for someone to yell at, but no one wants to hear from me.
Yeah.
You know what though, Chris? I'm not worried about it because our Black Friday sale is going to totally put us in the black.
Yeah.
Hence the name Black Friday sale.
Oh, is that why they call it Black Friday?
Yeah, heck yeah, man.
Okay.
So, hey, there's Joe McCarthy. How you doing, Joe? So Chris, tell us a little bit about what you've been up to this week because it has a dramatic impact on what's coming tomorrow.
Yep.
And while you're doing that, I'm gonna.
I've been working on some projects exclusively this week that are maybe a little behind. Things that the guys are excitedly expecting, and wait till they see them.
Because they look like $100 million.
They do. Yeah. It is the Battle of the Basses
Whoa.
Bisonic edition.
Double bass reveal tomorrow?
Double Bisonic bass reveal.
Dang, dog. Have we ever
basses.
done a bass reveal? We've done a
bass reveal. We've never had 2 basses at the same time. We've never had 2 basses with Bisonic pickups.
Yeah.
We've never had 2 red basses.
Probably never happened.
We've never had a Fender and a Gibson-y kind of bass.
Yeah. Very.
Yeah,
We've never had a soul pole and a prostitute.
Correct.
Wait, a prostitute. And so for those of you who don't know, what I play in Hawk Attack is my version of a Fender P bass, which I call the soul pole, because I think that's a great name for a bass. And anytime we make a Gibson SG shaped guitar, I call it the prostitute. So tomorrow we have a double reveal, a soul pole and a prostitute. That just kind of works out just right. Hang on, we got a bunch of questions, and we got a bunch of Triple Crown Polo report says that he has an empty 12,000 square foot building in California. All we have to do is move to California. It sounds like.
I'm not going to move to California. There was a time in my life when I thought I was going to move to California.
Greg Pearl sent $10 and said furnace fund. God bless you, Greg. Thank you so much. Ryan Ellis sent $20. He said, here's something to help fix up the giant power D I do on the roof. What's that? What? Power dildo. Oh, dildo. Ryan, you so crazy. Thank you, Ryan. That's very kind of you, sir. Sean wants to know, could you make 2 necks for a neck through? How thick would it have to be? I think what he means is, could you glue up a big chunk of neck and have it and get 2 necks for 2 neck through builds with that? And I don't see why not. Depending on how much neck rake you had in your necks. So do we have, well, actually, can you hand me those 2 toe strike necks back there, Chris? We'll get to the.
I can't see what's going on.
They're right
this
there.
One?
Yeah, and the other one too.
Oh, and the toast right.
Yeah. So
toast right.
So imagine if you were going to get both of these necks out of one board, that you'd have to have the board be long enough to do something like this, or tall enough to do something like this. And if you add a bunch of neck meat back here for the body, you'd have to do the exact same thing. So what I would do, Sean, is I'm going to put this right here. What I would do, Sean, is draw it out on a full-size drawing. And that's really the only way to know for sure. I mean, I suppose you could figure out a different way, but that'd be the best way to do it, I would think. SS says that you can stay with him, Chris. Brian Duncan says, furnace and a shot, $10. God bless you, Brian. That's very kind of you.
Furnace and a shot.
And he says that he can lend you swimming trunks and a handgun.
In California?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm not sure if you can shoot in the pool or not, but yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
I already got my own swimming trunks.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you need a pistol in the pool at SS's place.
I think we might need a pistol here. I might need a pistol here.
We have some new houseless people out front. So yeah.
People experiencing houselessness.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway,
long time of year to be here.
It is not a good day to be out in the elements, because it's cold and kind of yucky. And right now we have no heat. And so I ran out to the Depot of Homes last night and I bought a bunch of temporary heat suppliers. And because of course the guy who's coming out to fix the furnace that I have to pay for is not, can't come out today. So anyway.
I'm gonna go into HVAC.
I'm telling you, man.
Mostly just the AC part, because I don't like the cold.
Paul McNary kicked in a 20 spot too. God bless you, Paul. Thank you so much. And guys, if you have my personal email address, here, I'm gonna split the difference, Chris. If you guys have my personal email address and you're interested in a Black Friday deal, you email me with what guitar you want, and I'll email you back with the Black Friday price now. And you can take advantage of that. And then, or you can wait until Black Friday. How about that? How's that?
Sure.
Rodbox sent us a 20 spot and said, landlord should be paying for the furnace. You can't make videos with your teeth chattering. I think so too. But on the lease, it's very
It's one of the weirdest things.
Yeah.
Because
did you ever have that at the bike shop?
Yes. So typically the way that it works, and I think it worked here, and we could have had somebody check it, but having somebody jump up on the roof and
well, it was
make sure
fine
it
all
works.
the last
Exactly.
2 years. So yeah.
So you can have somebody come in and inspect the heater, give you the yay or the nay, and they have to fix the problem before you sign the lease.
Okay.
But after that, it's on you.
Yeah.
So one of the shops, we were ready to sign the lease, and we had somebody come out and well, actually, we just tried the heat in the space, and none of them worked. So we had a guy come up and check it out and inspect it, and somebody had stolen all the copper from all 4 units.
Whoa!
And they did it while it was still hot, and there were like burn marks on the units, and the units were completely stripped of anything and everything. They were bare husks. There was no motor, no nothing in there, and so the landlord had to front 4 brand new units, and it cost him a ton of money to do that. But after that, then it was on me.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but we ended up with 4 brand new units.
Brand new
so
units,
presumably.
Holy moly.
Except, the one up here lasted 4 years before the gas.
Yeah, it was some jive thing. And so we have to, we're on the, you know what? We're just going to have to bite the bullet for it.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Just one of those weird things.
I am convinced that our Black Friday sale is gonna put us in the black.
Gonna pay for that little unit.
Yeah. I am thinking positive, and I'm positive we're gonna be fine.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway,
yep. And we went up and we gave it our best shot. I mean, I kicked it twice.
I know. Yeah. I looked at it and went like this. Yeah, beats me.
Yeah. I don't know as much about this as I thought I did. Yeah.
Hey, let's talk a little bit about our annual toy drive for Toys for Tots. So, as you guys know, last year we started doing this thing where all of the workshops we encourage strongly that everybody bring a toy for Toys for Tots for Christmas. If you guys want to send some Toys for Tots stuff, and you want to get, if you don't want to send it here, but you want to give toys away and you're cool. But if you don't know how to do that, or you just want to help us out with a toy drive thing, we have a big pile of toys happening over here. I think we're going to fill Jim's truck up with toys again this year.
We're going to have to get an earlier start than we did.
I think so. Yeah.
This deal. Because we have a lot more stuff because we've been doing it all year.
Hey, Joe sent us a furnace fund and 2 shots, 30 bones. Thank you so much, Joe.
Yeah. Yeah. So there is a ton of toys over here now it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I love toy drive is a really cool time of year because we get to take it and I just imagine, kids having a nice thing or something nice for Christmas. You can have something nice. Yeah. I love doing that. It makes me feel good. And I think it would make you guys feel good. Well, you guys who do it, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah. I am looking forward to that.
Yeah. And it's cool. We've had some people bring a toy for a boy and a toy for a girl, which is good. Because apparently
some people bring a Slinky, which is fun for a girl and a boy.
I don't think a Slinky's fun for either one for more than, one trip down the stairs.
Well,
and then it seizes up and then you're like, well, that was dumb.
You had a Slinky seize up?
Well, so it's going and then it just sort of stops and goes.
Oh, I thought maybe like your Slinky rusted or something.
Yeah. Rusty
man.
Slinky. Yeah.
Slinky rusted.
I like Rusty Slinky as a name for
that's your new stage name.
Yeah, maybe. For when I start performing with Ringling Brothers.
Rusty Slinky.
Rusty Slinky.
Yeah, I love it. Mm-hmm. Lauren Court wants to know Texas Toast Christmas party. Now that, sir, is an excellent question.
We got to figure out what we're going to do because they're not going to give anybody any time. It's this Friday. No.
Yeah, that's not cool. No. We have to figure that out.
Yeah.
Hey, Doc sent us a 50 Canadian. He says, because it sucks to be cold. God bless you, Doc.
Yep.
Hey, Doc's going to be here this weekend.
He is, yeah.
Doc, when are you coming in? Are you coming in Saturday, Doc?
I'm hoping he regales us with tales of moose hunting.
Well, I'm hoping
the most foreign form of hunting ever, I think.
Snipe hunting.
Hunting, yeah.
I'm hoping that Doc gets in and we can go to the range. Okay, hold on, guys. They're coming in fast and fierce.
Moose hunt isn't code for something else.
Oh,
eyes out moose hunting.
Oh, geez. Joe says, any specific types of toys? My kids are 20 and 21. Joe, I don't know the answer to that. So I don't have any children of my own. So, and when I go when I go shopping for that stuff, I just think about like, oh, I think this looks like something neat. And I would hope that a little kid got this. And I really, really like that. It makes me feel good.
They can probably use just about anything. And I'm sure they have some way to figure out who wants what, who needs what, who gets what.
The Marine Corps is Toys for Tots. And if there's one thing I happen to know about the Marine Corps, it's that they are wildly inefficient. No, it's that they've got it all down to a science. They know exactly what's going on.
And I do happen to know that if you do it, a lot of people will buy something on Amazon and have it shipped to us, which is cool.
Yeah.
And when you go and you shop for toys on Amazon, you can top for boys or girls. You can shop by gender, by age, bracket kind of thing.
Okay.
By popularity.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Amazon will tell you exactly what you want.
Okay.
So
Trevor Williams sent us $4.99, says boot warmer fun. Tomorrow is going to be cold and toes get cold on concrete floors. Trevor, I think we are good here. We're not getting cold, but we're kind of on the hook to pay for this giant furnace thing. So
we'll be fine. It's just annoying.
Yeah.
Just one of those things, it's not bad enough that you got to.
Fortunately, we have lots of power here. So we've got little heaters all over the place, which temporarily is going to work. So,
except our electrical is very old.
Oh, so old.
So old. Indeed, the power in this building is old.
Brian Duncan says that he knows some musicians that'd be happy to play at the Cridman party.
Yeah.
Doc says he'll be in at 2000. That's 8:00 p.m.
Tomorrow or Saturday?
Saturday.
Saturday,
yeah.
That's what, 18 minus, would you say 12?
Yeah.
No,
he's going to be in 20 hours
minus,
from now.
Minus
on Saturday.
2 in the afternoon.
The Black Dog Sheep has a off-color joke that I urge you to go to the comment section and read. Ed says that his son is 39. Matt and Chris know what he's getting for Christmas. Oh, yes, sir, we do. Yes, sir, we do. Doug Santaniello will be here too. Of course, Doug was going to be here because this is Doug's kind of on the bleeding edge of everything that's cool happening in Texas. His name's on the door. His name is on the door. And just go with it.
It's on the door.
And yeah, so and the reason
let's
Doug's
cricket one tomorrow.
The reason Doug's name is on the door is because I used to say it says Texas Toast on the door, Doug. When it says Doug on the door, you can do whatever you want.
And
so
above the door too.
And so Doug and I got a kick out of it. I hope Doug got a kick out of that too. And it was one of my favorite things to say. So I actually put Doug's name on the door so he can do whatever he wants. So yeah.
When is he showing up?
I think Saturday as well. And remember how I was like the planning is already started.
Yeah,
and
you
you're
told
like,
me about that. I was like, I'm like out of the loop on all of
this. So I come in this morning. I'm like, Chris, are you in on any of the plans? He's like, plans for next week, and I'm like, oh no, the plan for this weekend before next week. So yeah, the guys are all coming in. It's gonna be a riot.
Somebody might be in the hospital by Monday.
Oh, getting their stomach pumped? Probably, yeah. Hey, Pedal to the Metal Guitars kicked in $5. God bless you, Brad. He says, you guys have all the good firewood there. It should be able to keep warm. Tomorrow is NGD, so looking forward to seeing my TTG thin line. Tired of this less P. Brad, I'm not sure what those things mean. NGD. I know what
New Guitar Day.
New Guitar Day. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Brian says, can't wait to hang with you guys. Well, I can't wait either, Brian.
It takes us longer to ship a guitar than it does to build a guitar.
Well, this last couple of weeks has been nuts. So like I've got my friend Rocky he's doing an 8-string bass, and I have this plan all put it together. I've got an invoice for him ready to go. And I haven't done it yet because I'm fighting with the landlord. I'm jumping up on the roof and
jumping up on the roof.
Well,
world's worst ladder.
That's Sergeant Bishop's ladder.
I know.
It's the only thing we have to remember Sergeant Bishop.
I think
isn't it?
Since he's not watching, yeah,
he might be. I don't know.
Yeah, you want this ladder? Well, no, not really, but we sort of need it. So yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, fully extended, barely does the job, no ropes. It's a 2-man operation to extend it at this point.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, barely. Yeah, it's the ricketiest ladder ever. You can tell that it sat in mud. Like
in
it just started
mud.
to return to the earth.
I don't know when the last time you had the
yanked
pleasure
it
of
out.
using an aluminum ladder was, but they're rickety as all get out.
Well, no, I know. I've used
No, I'm not talking
a
to
lot
you.
of ladders, and this one is among the ricketiest.
So I don't know if you guys are watching what's happening in the comment section, but Doug and Doc, remember I was talking about how awesome it was that all these guys, people who come to our workshops and people who are Texas Toast alumni, they have a Facebook group. I didn't start it. They started it. Uh-huh. All these guys hang out and like they all stay at the same hotel and they ride share. And it's so cool. You guys, if you are, go ahead.
Have Doug and Doc been in a class together? I can't even remember.
Yes.
But Dave hasn't been.
No, Dave has. Yeah, he has. In May.
All 3 of them?
Yeah. In May, remember? Yeah.
Okay. But Rod hasn't.
Rod has not.
Okay.
But he will be this time.
Okay. So that's 4.
Yeah.
Right there.
And I think so I know that my website is all dorked up. Know how I know? Because I did it. So but I think I've gotten some of the class stuff fixed on the website. Mm-hmm. And we're going to make a big push to do more, keep the website class page more updated. But because it's like 2023, and I think, well, that's like a year away. But the fact is it's 2 months away. So yeah, so we've got workshops coming up. We've got stuff scheduled all through 2023, and we're probably going to add some other things. Mm-hmm. What's your favorite workshop to do, Chris?
I like to build a Fender because you leave with the guitar.
It's cool too.
And I like the woodworking one because it's just more inclusive. Or not more complete, more more, I don't know.
We've got guys signed up for our woodworking, just the basic woodworking one. Mm-hmm. We've got guys signed up for some new ones. We've got a carve top workshop. We've got a neck through workshop. Of course, we have the classics. We have the build a classic Fender workshop and the regular woodworking one. So, and some of them are on the same days. So like if you signed up for, what was it? Looks like April, May, August, September, and July, you can sign up for any one of those you want, but they're all on the same days.
Yeah.
So you can do neck through or carve top, or you got to choose one. But could you do 2 at a time? Mm-hmm. What if somebody said, I'm going to try to build a carve top and a neck through in the same week. I'm going to sign up for both.
Okay.
I'd say pack a lunch. I don't know. There's no way. Yeah.
Prepare to leave with nothing.
Also, always an option.
Yeah.
We've got pickup winding workshops with Dylan McCurchie from Dylan Talks Tone. We've got ultimate guitar build with Dylan from Dylan Talks Tone. What is that all about? And we have a 3 reveal tomorrow, kind of, right?
Yeah, we can show
that one. Yeah. Okay. Brian Duncan says, "Ooh, carve top. That sounds cool," and it is. Looks like
flying bees.
Ryan says he's missing out because he's trying to sell a house. I would think that
Ryan said that.
Yeah, right. Ryan is in. He's in somewhere nice. I bet you'd be able to sell his house really fast.
Seattle.
Yeah, everybody wants to move to Seattle. Mm-hmm. That's a cool thing.
He's going to move to Florida.
Brian Duncan says, "Can he do a carved top neck through?" Brian, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, come on, man.
You're better than that, Brian. No, I don't.
No,
and the reason is, well, when I see you this week, we'll talk about it. But no, we don't have the carved top neck through option.
I think he's just being.
No, I think Brian really wants that.
Okay.
Now, why he wants that, I don't know. But I think he really does want that. Brian, take your own advice. It's some of the best advice anyone's ever given anyone at one of the workshops. Just make a good one. If you want to do the carved top one, I think that's a cool one. Or do the neck through. God, they're both really neat. I'm really looking forward to them. So anyway, okay. Brian says once he gets through the move, he's going to book another one. So that's cool. No,
Ryan?
not Brian. Ryan.
Ryan?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Brian is
yeah.
probably going to. Yeah.
Ryan Elias.
Yeah. And see, Brian says no, he's not. Yeah, he absolutely wants to do another. Doc wants to know, what are the laminate woods going to be for the neck through class? That's a great question, Doc. One of the what the workshop comes with is maple, 3-piece maple laminate.
Maple.
If you want to upgrade to a 5-piece with contrasting things, I think it would be maple, walnut. So yeah. Let's take a quick super chat from Brad Guitar Miller, who says, definitely want to come back and do another class next year. It was a lot of fun, a lot of work, and a lot of fun. Everyone needs to do it. Thinking of the carve top. The carve top's going to be
the carve top class
cool.
To me seems like the way to go.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just unique.
Paul McNary wants to know, what body shapes are available for the carve top class? One, true and holy, the Les Paul shape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And the reason being, Paul, is because some of the stuff is already done.
Yeah.
And some of the jigs are already made. So if everybody wanted to do a Mose right, then we could do that. But it's a Les Paul style.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I think we'll probably, there'll be a few options.
Yeah.
Pickups.
The Doc says 5-piece laminate sounds cool, and I think it would be cool. Oh yeah, there'd be tons of stuff you could do with a Les Paul, right?
Yeah, but I mean, we could do P90s or humbuckers. Yeah.
Greg Pearl says he's going to sell his house next year and become a vagabond. TTG's on my list of stops. Awesome. I love Greg Pearl. He's such a cool dude.
Yeah.
Greg like had some crazy comment one time, and he sent me an email, and he's like, "Here's what I meant," and I never got back to him because I'm such a scatterbrain.
I always read that stuff. I read emails at night and then go, "Oh yeah, I'll respond to them." And then I never do. And I feel bad.
Dude, I'm guilty of that too.
Yeah.
What else do you want to what do you want to try to accomplish, Chris, before the year's out? I have one thing. I'm looking at it right now. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
You think we could get that done before the end of the year?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. What other things are you thinking of that we'll have to?
I don't know. I'm looking forward to getting a bunch of old projects done.
You are
getting
moving
some
on
new.
Well,
it's seemingly it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to show off 2 that have been a long time coming.
Yep.
So that's cool. And yeah, I'm going to work on some others.
Okay.
And yeah, we'll see what happens.
Cool.
But yeah.
I think that's
yeah.
Chris, I believe that the people who support Texas Toast Guitars are absolutely, and without hesitation, I say this, the finest people I have ever known. So I thank you all for everyone who's been with us from when we were in my garage, everyone who has been with us in this shop, and when we moved into the new shop. We would not be here were it not for you guys. And it is very humbling to me to know that you guys appreciate what we do. And there was a time, it was a little more than a year ago, when I looked up there on the wall and I saw all the guitars that we were working on. And a few of them were our Challenger design. And now I look around and the majority of them, and there are a bunch of Challengers, and they are all use the wall, over.
Really, we use rolling racks now. That hold 25 guitars or something like that, 24.
And it's a super cool thing to me when people say, "I really like your Challenger shape. I really like your Challenger design. I really want to get one." And we try to have a bunch of different. We have the Saturday Night Special, we have, which is the lowest priced Challenger that we have. We have the Challenger X, we have the Challenger Junior, we have the Challenger Standard, we have the Challenger Deluxe, we have the Challenger Custom, and now we have the Challenger Carve Top. And I am very excited to show you guys the Challenger Carve Top coming soon. We've got a bunch of neat ones coming up. And so, let's take another quick one. Hey, Doug Santaniello says, well, I don't like being cold. Doug, I guarantee you will not be cold, my friend. God bless you, Doug. Joe says he was looking at some Epi and Gibson guitars the last couple of days. I have to say, Chris is a better painter and his sunbursts are the best. Thank you so much, Joe. That's very cool.
Thanks, Joe. McCarthy.
Yep.
Cool.
Lauren Court asks, are the jigs
a minute longer than they do at Gibson?
You 1 minute longer.
1 minute. That's it. I time myself. Go.
Lauren Court wants to know, are the jigs Steve is making for the carb type class or just the duplicarver? We're going to be using the duplicarver and we're going to be using a lot of other good stuff too. So they're not going to be all CNC stuff. I guarantee you that much.
Yeah, you're not going to show up with and have a body that's basically ready to paint.
No. We could do that,
Don't worry.
But you're not going to do that.
Plenty for you to do.
Sean says, do I bring my own body template for the neck through class? Yes, Sean, you will need to provide some form of, no, actually you wouldn't need to because you'll do a full-size drawing on day one. And for a neck through, you're just going to make wings. So I would say, no, you don't need to, but you do need to, the very first step of any workshop, and even this workshop coming up next week, and the bodies are like, almost ready to go because I know what everyone's going to do. You're going to do a full-size drawing because a full-size drawing helps out so much and it never fails. Once you get it all drawn out, it's just like your mind, something in your mind clicks, right?
Helps all the little steps and all the little, if there's one little tweak, that you're doing. Something that I learned in the last class is you have to be careful when you're cutting back heels on tellies and strats, because there's only so much heel and telly. If you're going to use some plate that you rounded up from someplace, you got to be careful of that stuff. There's only so much real estate to bolt a neck on. And there's such a thing as cutting too much off.
Absolutely. And if you make a good plan and follow the plan, if you look where you're going and go where you're looking, you will do well. If you kind of just amble merrily along,
figure it out later.
Yeah, you will not
worry about that now. Maybe worry about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's amazing the little goofy stuff that pops up if you don't plan.
Steve wants to know: did you guys check the batteries or dust in the thermostat? Yes, we did. Yeah. Tom L.
Twice.
Yeah. Tom L, do you use the duplicarver for the Challenger bodies? Sorry if you answered this. Yes, we do. We do use the duplicarver for the Challenger bodies because that's just the way we do stuff around here. Someone wants to know how the gym was. I know they're not talking to me.
Probably talking to Devin.
Richard Ryan asks, can you make a guitar out of wood so rare that the site's treaty recommended the owner be shot on site? That'd be cool. We can make a guitar out of wood so rare that they would kick in the door.
They wouldn't. Yeah.
What is the wood version of the alcohol, tobacco, and firearms? They would be here.
Yeah.
I don't think
they've loosened up on a lot of those.
They
regulations.
have. Yeah.
Not quite sure why.
I'm sure there are woods that are. I think Brazilian rosewood is treated a lot like ivory. As long as you're not harvesting new, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. As long as you're not harvesting new, you can do stuff with the stuff that's already cut down. I think. I don't know. I'm not sure what the deal is with some of those woods, but yeah. Okay. Well, Chris, we are just about out of time. I don't know how that happened. What do you want to what do you want to work on tomorrow? Besides, how many drills will you need?
Well, I'm gonna have to disassemble all those, figure out where all the bits go. Probably charge some batteries. I did actually check some soldering irons today.
Oh, okay.
I'm 2 of 6.
Okay.
Done with that. Tomorrow's going to be buttoning up a couple things to show off at the end of the day
and swabbing up the shop,
cleaning.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
I think that's probably what I'm going to have to do too, is cleaning. But guys, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I urge you to stick around and check out Dylan McCurchie. Dylan Talks Tone. He's going to be what do they call it when you run the final leg of the race? He's the anchor man for Primetime Guitar on Thursday nights. He will be out here next week for a couple of days.
And it's a knife.
Dang, be careful. Be careful, dude.
So,
yeah.
Here we go.
Be careful.
Hey,
don't point. Watch where you're pointing that.
Did you ever run track?
I think I didn't.
Okay, so when you're running track and you're handing off because you're presumably winded,
mm-hmm.
when it's time for the guy to throw his hand back, you yell "Hoy," because that's all you can
ever
say
just
at that point.
Can you just throw it and the other guy catch it? And
yeah,
that
you can
works.
do that, but
you huck
good
it.
luck, yeah. So
can you throw your baton at somebody else?
I think you're automatically disqualified if you hit somebody else with your baton.
So you can, but
correct.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
It's not an ASP collapsible baton.
That'd be it's not. No, it's a toilet paper tube made out of aluminum.
I know. Sure. I know.
I know. But anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. So here we go, Dylan.
Hoy. So anyway, so I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for this show. Flipside Music, the great American guitar store. I happen to know that the boys are moving into the new destination shop very, very soon. I think first of the year, they're moving out of the legacy shop and into the destination shop. It's going to be rad. Mm-hmm. They have heat. I'd also like to thank Steve at Maximum Guitar Works, who's provided us with a bunch of neat stuff for the workshop coming up. Some necks and some templates. The Dangerous Brothers have some awesome stuff happening. They're going to be doing, I don't have any idea what they're doing, but it's going to be good. And Steve has made some custom templates for them. Mm-hmm. I'd also like to thank Dylan McCurchie from Dylan Talks Tone, who will be here for the pickup winding segment of the workshop next week. Every single guy is doing it. In fact, one guy is doing it kind of twice because Rod's paying for Jim to come out and do it, which is super cool. I would also like to thank Dan and Calvin at Tonewood Experts, who provided all of the lumber for this week's workshop. Everybody this week is getting Honduran mahogany under fabric. That's pretty rad. I can't explain it, but yeah, Honduran mahogany under fabric. Awesome. Let's see. Let's thank Brad Guitar Miller. Everybody will be using toolboxes that have tools from Brad Guitar Miller. And if you guys would like tools from Brad Guitar Miller, check out his Reverb page. It's in the link in the description below, and you can buy his fret rockers and his rulers, and he's got some telly plates that he's working on.
Yeah,
super cool stuff that Brad's got.
Yeah.
I think one day this week we're probably going to go and hang out at Odyssey Beer Works, the great American beer works, and drink some of their fine legacy beers that they have over there. Chris and Dina are super cool people. And you know what? It's their dog's birthday this weekend. Yeah.
Surprised that dog is that old.
Yeah. She's a sweetheart. Mm-hmm. So we're going to be hanging out at Odyssey Beer Works. It's going to be so much fun, you guys. It's going to be nuts. I'm going to wake up with a hangover every morning. I guarantee it. No, I probably won't, but I'm going to come close. I'd also like to thank John and Cheryl at Bitterroot Guitars, who are providing all of the truss rods for all of the necks that we're using in this week's upcoming class. I love those guys. Every time I deal with John and Cheryl, I just get all warm and fuzzy. And if you guys want to save a little bit of money, there's a discount code for John and Cheryl, and for Dylan Talks Tone, and for Tonewood Experts. You can get a little bit of money off your order that way too. So we will be back tomorrow for a mega huge reveal, and it will be, it's going to be big, right? I think it's going to be big to me.
It's going to be all about the bass.
All about the bass. So anyway, stick around for Dylan Talks Tone, guys. We will see you tomorrow for a super awesome reveal Friday. Thank you guys so much, and we will talk to you soon. We'll get some more information about Black Friday sale, Criminal Party, stuff like that. Sound good?
Yep.
All right, cool. Everybody, we'll see you tomorrow.